Welcome back, everybody, to Chicagoland garbage picking. We're gonna head out and hopefully find some cool stuff on the side of the road. Thanks for joining me. Our first stop in the morning is gonna be this pile with this deck box. Always like to grab these when I can. Doesn't really matter if they're dirty, they can be cleaned out. But what is concerning about this, and I'm not gonna take this one, is the amount of water that's in there. Because if the water got in here, I think it rained last night, just a little bit. But if there's this much water, and there's at least a half an inch of water sitting in the bottom there, that means that there's some crack or some reason why the water's getting in there, which pretty much makes the deck box worthless. And it well, that's not a crack, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave that one. This appears to be a corner bench, which these are usually pretty good. We'll take a look at this. We have the bench for one part, and we have the part that connects them right here, which unfortunately is gonna be pretty much done. The way they took this apart wasn't right. So the corner aspect of it is gonna be too far gone. So that would leave us this big bench part to give a shot to, but with how sagging the inner part right there is, along with how the side looks, I think that this is gonna be a no-go. But if you're ever out here looking for stuff to sell, if you can find one of these L-shaped benches with the table, you are in the money, because that is definitely something that is always popular, something people are always looking for. This won't be anything too exciting, but it will be our first thing to throw in the van, and that's this storage drawer. Don't see any issues with it. There should be $4 from my storage drawer lady. No issues getting rid of these, so. I'm not sure what this is. I kind of have a feeling it's to like store your, it's like to store your audio system. Not really sure there's much value. The only thing I think, like, could I guess it's like a drawer. But I was thinking maybe I could take the shelves off and then it would just be a bookshelf, which might be kind of worth grabbing. I'm not so sure that's really gonna sell. Very 90s, very vintage, but I kind of feel like that could be a difficult thing to get rid of, so I'm probably gonna leave it. Across the street here though, I do have a case of some sort with some rope or wire right on top. Hopefully a scrap guy comes and grabs that, because that's decent wire. But we'll pop this guy open and see if there's anything in there. And there's a saw, Porter cable, nothing crazy special, but that will be good at a garage sale. So we'll take this Porter cable saw, and maybe it still works. Got a coyote out here joining us during the trash picking. Got a fuzzy stool right here. It's kind of a trendy piece. The fabric doesn't appear to be that clean. I suppose that probably could be, wetted down, and maybe some of that would come out. So we got some blue staining there, unfortunately. Yeah, this would be a decent piece. Anytime I have stuff like this with this metal, legs, it's definitely a style that's in. It does sell very well to, younger women, it tends to be. So if you're out there looking, that's something to grab, but in that shape, probably gonna have to leave it. The question is, do we think that there's anything in this bin? Because this right here would have been kind of cool. It's like an older bench, but it's missing the other side, so that's going to be a no-go there. But is there anything in this huge bin? There's definitely something. We got some kind of bug crawling on there. We'll Hopefully it's not full of bugs. And this appears, yeah, some tarps. There definitely are some more bugs in there, but I don't think there's really anything of value, unfortunately. And then we got, this is definitely a can of some sort, so there's probably nothing exciting in the bags. I think these residents are a little bit confused because this town does not require stickers on any bulk trash, but they have yard waste stickers on this dresser and this bed, and the mattress. So, but nonetheless, maybe we can help them out here with this dresser. It definitely would be a project piece somewhere here. It's not like necessarily a very nice new, it's probably from the mid 2000s, maybe early 2010s. But as long as all the drawers here work, we'll definitely grab this one. This is nice. When I first pulled up on it, the way the style of the hardware, I thought it was an old antique piece, and then we do have a pretty small mirror. I thought this was just sitting in between, but that's a pretty small mirror for this big dresser, which is kind of interesting. But I'll grab this as long as all the drawers slide in. We got one of these chairs, these fold-up chairs. These usually are pretty good, but like most of the stuff we're finding this morning, this one is going to be way too far gone to take those rips and the stains. Not sure what this laying down here is. I guess either way it's going to be water damage, but let's just kind of check it out. Let's see what it was. It was a cube shelf, but unfortunately it's very worn with the water. Down the cul-de-sac, actually I just want to point out, like, this is like the weirdest part of this town, is like these houses that are like barns, and they're at like the end of all of these cul-de-sacs. I mean, I guess there's more of them, but they're like, it's like a barn house. Always found those very, very strange. I was in one. I knew a girl in high school who lived in one. I went in it once. But nonetheless, they are very weird inside too, just the way that they're built. But at the end of this street, there was another pile with these carts that are going to be definitely worth checking out. So we'll hop out and see what we're working with here. Looks like they were using it for some kind of maybe hair, or what's this say? Polygel builder coat, nail prep top coat. So he's doing some nails. Maybe it came out of a nail salon. They're like stuck together. The main question is this gonna come off? Because there's like hair on it, which is gross, but yeah, that should come off. Yeah. Monomer, acrylic powder set, powders, etc. Nail decoration. So as long as I can get these two apart, I'll take these. They can be cleaned up and sold. These are probably going to be the best things that we found. These are right here also. Let's see what the brand is on these. I'm just seeing a Baby Trend. I'll look this up. And this is made in 2023, so they're not even that old. I don't take car seats, but I have had success selling the bases on eBay. So we'll probably take these. Could be 15, 20 bucks. There's two of them, so they don't expire until 2029, as you can tell right there. But this is just styrofoam in these bags. So we'll take all this stuff. A little decent score. Not the best day. This is pretty much the end of my route, so not the best day, but maybe we'll find one more thing. Blanket's in the car. Moo-moo's in the car too. And that's gonna do it for us here today at Chicagoland garbage picking. It was an okay day and nothing too spectacular. These past couple months, I've been very busy outside of the trash picking for me, with a lot of other things going on. So I haven't been able to get out as much. So I've been having a hard time getting the videos out as frequently and as often as I would like. But I think that's all past us now, and I will be able to get multiple videos out every week from now until probably October. So I'm really hoping for a good July, a good August, good September. So thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you coming out and watching us. We'll say goodbye. Hey Malcolm, can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You wave? Thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a great day.